fuck it up. Let's go.
That was the
Manimal,
intro.
you're a musician. I have a question for you.
Hi.
Is there a difference between a love gun and a Sex Pistol? Are those like different calibers?
Well, yeah, the Love Gun is more like a an Uzi of ooze. You know, it's a bit different because it's the Sex Pistols.
Right.
So, but it's just the Love Gun, meaning only one person has it, one wielder of the Love Gun. You know.
I'm sorry, but Uzi of ooze.
Yeah, that's what Paul Stanley called it in the 80s. He was like, you know my Uzi of ooze?
Huh.
And then he'd be like, baby, you pulled the trigger. Oh, yeah, it was the whole thing.
So I'm looking at a spam ad, right? Which is clearly supposed to be some sort of like hideous growth on like a person, but it's clearly just a red onion cut in half and placed on them. Who makes these images? How does this happen?
It's like when you go onto the really shit YouTube video. In fact, no, they're not even shit because in terms of views, they're killing it. Like top 10 life hacks, and it's like a smashed iPhone screen, but then someone's like the thumbnail is a rubber, like an eraser going over it, and then the screen in its path that it's already gone is completely healed and not cracked. As if to say, click on this video and find out how you can take an eraser to rub your cracks away on your screen. It's like, who believes that, first and foremost?
Boy, just talking about different things in different countries. Take a rubber to my crack. You're either fixing your phone or something completely different.
Unique.
It was.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode 125. No one went with me on the hey. Let's do that again. Hey!
Hey!
That was much better. I'm feeling way better about this episode already. Ladies and gentlemen, fat fucks out there and beautiful people. I'm sure you're all lovely anyway. I don't know why I said fat fucks. Don't know. That's
you can
me
be
included.
A beautiful fat fuck.
I never done no wrong. Just go to the door and stop my size.
Are you trying to do a Bill Cosby impression?
No, impression of the offended fat man, you idiot.
Is that your offended fat guy voice?
How dare you insult my size? How dare you?
Do you know who is a gorgeous fat guy?
Couldn't even get all the way.
I can't do it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and people of all weights as well. Welcome to the 125th edition of the Manga Raiders Community Happy Hour. Woo! If you are a new listener, yes, it is this much of a train wreck all the time. My name is Simon, better known as Vacant, and to my virtual left, you've just heard his musical stylings and his just one of his many incredible, impressive impressions, and that is Manimal.
I'm Kevin James.
What was your inspiration for this voice?
That's it. This is like Kevin James sounded like in Paul Blart, right?
No! I mean, don't get me wrong. I saw Paul Blart Mall Cop like many years ago.
I saw it in the theater.
Oh, no, you didn't.
I did. I don't remember exactly why I saw that movie in the theater, but I did.
Someone bought me the DVD for Christmas. Like a family member who didn't know me that well, I guess. I'm Paul Blart. Sure, we'll go with that voice. But that's an animal. To his virtual left, Manny's remained respectful to Paul Blart, or Kevin James, is Corin.
I have nothing against Kevin James. He is a man.
He is a man, I believe.
He is a man. I've never seen the movie. I can't hate on the movie. I have not seen it.
Oh, it's a bag of shit.
I'm sure it is, but I haven't seen it.
There are worse movies. It's not like a terrible movie.
Pixels is worse.
Yes,
say.
there are films like Pixels.
He's the president in that, Kevin James.
That's
but he
right.
kind of just plays the same character, where I remember. He's just a little more serious, a little less slapsticky, but he's kind of the same. And rounding out the cast, making us a
Rounding it
fabulous
out.
4. Rounding it out, because, we're all about them curves. Love yourself. Big girl, you are beautiful, as Mika would say. Not Miku, Mika, an old singer guy. It's Nebons! Woo!
I'm here too. And I have also sworn no fealty to the King of Queens, Kevin James.
Bring it back.
There we go. This is us, and thank you for joining us, because it is today officially, sort of, for you anyway, listening to this. It is Valentine's Day, so, how do you say that in anime, in Japanese? Is it Aishiteru or something?
Stop.
Daisuke Sensei?
No, you... Wait, you know what you do say? You know what you do say?
There.
What do you say?
That's it. That's all you say.
I mean, what if I've not got a guitar? Do I have to just sort of go... Because I don't think that's a good, effective form of communication when I'm trying to express my feelings to someone that I want to spend the rest
What,
of
you
my
saying
life with.
music, is it a form of expression?
Music's for homeless people.
Or are you saying music as in, like, you're trying to recite the music with your mouth?
I don't know. Fuck that. Honestly, at this point, I don't know. Do you know what I want to know? How your fucking week went, Manimal. Tell me that.
Oh. So today was the last day of my job that I've had for almost 2 years. It's nothing really. It's a simple thing I do on the weekend. So
Rip boxing, hunting.
Yeah, I was box hunting. You saw the video. You saw the casualties in the waste bin.
Oh god, there was a dumpster full.
It was a slaughter, a massacre. It'll never be the same.
It was like
it felt weird.
Bochwitz.
Like yes.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
I was no. I was like really like I was just like hell yeah, I'm out of here. That's great. You know, because
certain liberation when you came.
Well, I was like smiling, man. I was like I'm out of here, frick. And I when I got home, I wanted to like rip the shirt off before I went in the shower, like a Hulk like Hogan it, like like. But the thing is, I'm not strong enough, so I couldn't break the collar. So I took a pair of scissors and I discreetly cut that part and then ripped it off. Then I ripped the rest.
Have no shame, Manimal, because guess what? Do you know so many of those wrestlers who rip their shirts off? If you have a look at the videos and the pictures, they've also cut that collar bit too. So
it's hard to tear that because you're just like, oh, I just want to tear this off, but you're like, oh, you want to do something symbolic. Definitely.
I mean, I always channel my inner Hulk Hogan whenever I achieve something.
Yeah.
Whether it's dropping a leg drop on people or...
Now I don't have to wake up at 4:30 anymore. I mean, that's my choice, but you know.
Ooh. So
that's just on the weekends.
Oh, just on the weekends, I like to get up at 3:30 in the fucking
well,
morning.
No, I could. This is a job where I could have went in whenever. Like, I could have went in anytime before 8. So I started at 8, and then I went to 7, and then that wasn't enough, so I started going at 6, and then I was like, I'll just go at 5:30. I'm awake.
Jesus Christ. You're waking up when I'm going bed most weekends.
Well, because it's the kind of job where you do your job and then you leave. You don't have to just stick around.
I suppose. So you just get.
It was a good thing to have during school, but now that that's over for me, I'm moving on. So, other than that, well, I'll tell you this. Okay, some guy came into the shop and he had a bunch of PS4 games, right? He had like 8 PS4 games that were like fresh out of the wrapping, and you could tell like when you touched them, they felt fresh. And when I opened the cases, like, you know, they cracked open for the first time. So I was like, all right, this guy's bringing in stolen shit. So his story was that he had $200 in Walmart gift cards, but he wanted cash. So instead of selling them or buying groceries, he bought as many games as possible to sell to us. Okay, think about that for a second. That's his story. Okay. All right, so I freaking lowballed the shit out of this guy. I'm like, yeah, I'll give you $40. And he's like, yeah, man, whatever. That's how you know when stuff's stolen.
I was going to say, that's not a good return on 200.
Think about this. Okay, it's fake. Obviously, he stole the shit from Walmart. But I'm saying if that was real, I could imagine someone doing that. They have $200 in Walmart gift cards. Don't sell it. Don't buy practical things. Buy games and sell them for $40. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's just the kind of funny stuff you encounter. There's a lot of tales, but that was probably the best one from the week. And 12th album is coming along. I'm just waiting for Lego to send me his vocal tracks, some Black Sea Fleet, and then we're gonna get it on. I think
You
it's
and Lego
gonna be
getting it on?
on the song.
It's the season of love. Got some.
Yeah, I wanna release the album on Valentine's Day, but it all depends on Lego there. The album will probably be called Super Ski.
Please don't tell me you've got Lego doing some Polish accent or something.
No. There's actually no Poland-related songs on this album. The album cover is going to be a picture of my second last meal at the Polish restaurant. But aside from that, there's nothing that pertains to Poland. Although there is Lithuanian Devil, so look out for that one.
Okay, I'll make sure I'm looking out for it. Obviously, we heard last week. We heard Goldmansky.
Goldmansky, the Super Bowl, yeah. But also, what was I thinking? Obviously, the Olympics started, and the Winter Olympics are the ones that matter. I don't give a shit about the summer ones. I don't remember anything about Rio. I don't give a shit.
Correction. The winter ones are the ones that don't matter, but
no, the ones that do matter.
They are more exciting.
Exactly. They are.
Dude, it's all about the hockey gold medal games. I don't care. I don't watch hockey. But the friggin' gold medal games, like 2010, every Canadian remembers the frickin' golden goal. That was one of the proudest moments in Canada's history ever.
Yeah, everyone seems to get a hockey thing, I think, because you guys got the golden goal. We have the Miracle on Ice here in America.
Yeah, and then even last year, the women's hockey game with Canada and America was amazing because the Canada team came back. And they're just good games to watch. I don't even like hockey or sports at all, but for some reason it's just so interesting when it gets like that. But yeah, I know. I went to my grandparents and watched the bed. We watched the Olympics.
Finland. Did Finland do well in the?
They have one bronze medal so far.
Oh, how many have England got? Or Team GB?
Are you guys even in it?
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
I assume we can cover medal counts in the news. How's that?
Yeah. Okay, that's a good idea. Corin, how was your week?
Oh, I was in the office more than I was at home. We'll go with that.
That's not good.
No, it wasn't great.
You should stop that. You should.
I would like to stop that, but unfortunately, I don't have that kind of power.
Put your foot down like it's a dick pie.
Man.
Just imagine there's a dick pie on your boss's floor and stomp down on it when you talk. I've just realized this won't make any sense unless someone listened to a specific episode a year ago.
Yeah, you're not supposed to explain it.
Has it been a year since dick pie?
It's been a year since dick pie.
Oh no.
That's crazy.
That pie's probably not good
to the
anymore.
dick pie episode.
Yeah, the dick pie, don't eat the dick pie anymore. That's a year out of expiration date. Ain't got a long shelf life, dick pie, so give it a miss.
Well, as soon as it's detached, it just starts degrading really fast.
Best served fresh.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Corin. Continue.
Right off the vine, as it were. No, I really haven't done too much other than work this week. I guess, I don't know, I got to go to a spice store called Penzies here in Kansas City, which is for rich people, but I went there anyways. And there's some really good shit in there, man. It's just nothing but spices all around the place. All sorts of crazy stuff. Do you want to have access to 20 different kinds of cinnamon? Because you can have access to 20 different kinds of cinnamon. I didn't know there was that many kinds of cinnamon. But
is it because it's got all the buzzwords, so organic, single origin?
No, it's different, not brands, that's the wrong word. But different subspecies, I guess.
Yeah. Oh shit!
And then
I
there's like I've discovered that like, cinnamon, you like, buy at the store, like, the generic, this is the thing is cinnamon is, like, made with one part of, like, the cinnamon bit. And then, like, real cinnamon is made with the actual part that people usually consume. So the stuff you buy in the store is just, like, the cheap knockoff bit of the plant that nobody really wants.
What?
Yeah. It's like how most honey's actually not honey you buy in the store. But there's lots of cool stuff there. I got some wasabi powder, which I can make into wasabi paste of my own. So whenever I want to have some wasabi around, which is occasion, I got some Asian 5-spice, which is a blended thing. And then I got another blended spice, which is called Northwoods, I want to say, or it's like Northwestern, something like that. And it's just like normal stuff I already have, but it's a really good combination. I really like it. I used today for some fish, and it turned out really well.
Fancy cooking.
Making fish.
Making fish in a dish with my Japan and dish pan. No, we can't say that this early.
Oh no!
You already sucked it up. But yeah, no, that's been my week. I don't know. Today, I guess I worked a little bit on the old VN project me and Lego have been doing for ever. It feels like.
Is that still going?
It's back around.
It never died.
It never dies. It's never going to die. That we swore to ourselves it wouldn't end until we finished it. And so far we've kept that promise. So it's going great. But I also did a little bit of writing today, like I did a little bit of writing last Saturday or Sunday. So hopefully at some point I'll have another chapter up.
Yeah. That'd be good.
We're getting there.
Yeah. I'm an offended fat guy, and I want to know where your week was near.
That's not a fat guy. That's just a freaking slime ball.
Well, I'm a fat guy, and I'm saying it, so it's kind of true.
From one fat guy to another.
Maybe a fat guy would actually speak like this. Never mind.
No, that's like a dude from
we
Wisconsin.
got Louis Armstrong on our show. That's amazing.
It's a nice looking world. I see good trees. I see nice grass.
I also see a lot of chicken, and I'm eating it. I didn't die. I just fell into a platter of food, and I never escaped.
I'll never escape.
It's a big platter. I'm at Denny's.
Yeah,
No, Golden Corral. I ate my way from a Denny's to a Golden Corral. It turns out they're the same restaurant.
I like the idea of him falling into a platter of food, but I never escaped. Like, he's still in there broadcasting.
And I think to myself, can I please escape?
I haven't had a refill of water in 5 years.
Yeah, like, I like the
moisture
idea.
comes from Greece.
Like, I don't know, like, how, like, is this really an endless platter of food? Like, what are the dimensions?
Have you been to Golden Corral? It might as well be.
No.
Sir, the restaurant's closed. No. I still see some more salad.
I see trays of chicken. Some
Trees?
roasted sea bass too.
Shouldn't it be trees of salad?
Trees of salad.
Like,
Chicken
I
trees.
mean,
That's how they grow chicken nowadays. It's on trees.
Like,
You
I'm
didn't
a
know that, but it's true.
I'm a big fan of the idea of a chicken on trees. Like, that's really enticing to me, but I don't know if it works.
I don't know.
Golden Corral employee, I'm going to place my lips upon the ice cream dispenser. Could you just hold down the lever until I pass into sweet oblivion? It's either death or a diabetic coma. We'll see which one comes first.
I like the idea. Like, how did he get to this point in his life?
See, the unfortunate thing is you have to take a shit every 20 minutes at Golden Corral or you cannot continue eating because it will come out. It is not healthy food.
Mr. Armstrong, did you want chocolate or vanilla? You know I want that swirl.
It's pretty bad, man. I'd feel bad for Louis Armstrong if he was eating nothing but Golden Corral for the last however long since he died.
I'd like to apologize to Louis Armstrong's family.
Why would you apologize for? Oh God, I dropped something.
I think we did him justice, so it's okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's almost certainly how he talked all the time.
Totally. Not a bad impression at all.
No, it's been an okay week. My car's gonna need a little bit of love, but we're slowly but surely moving into the new place. Attached some storm doors to a house. That was fun. Trying to figure out how we're gonna fit bedrooms together and all that. It's gonna be a good time.
Oh, it's always fun to move. Storm doors. What the fuck is a storm door? Is it like
Just
anti-tornado defenses? That makes it
Kinda.
sound more like... transport.
not. I mean, in Kansas, everything that protects you from the outdoors is anti-tornado, but no, it's just like the second layer of door outside of a door.
It's a
Okay.
big, it's like a, I don't know.
A blast shield.
I guess you don't need storm
Kinda.
doors, but it's like, it's a little bit of extra protection for you.
And
Yeah.
insulation.
Yeah, because like you have a nice fancy door in your house, right?
Yeah.
Well, you don't want to get like shit on by hailstones.
I mean, it's been hailing today, and I guess what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, but you live in England where everything was built 500 years ago, so it's
Hey,
fine.
my door is a PVC wonder. It's got 4 locks on and everything, which is
Just like the days of King Arthur.
yeah, 4 locks. It's got 4. You pull the handle up, like 3 bars come out, and then you can like lock it and pull the bolt and everything.
How many times
Is
have you been
Stoke-on-Trent
robbed?
that dangerous that you need 4 locks on a door?
Never been robbed because I have 4 locks on my door. It's when it baffles me when I hear people like it's not a thing in England leaving your doors unlocked, but like you hear it a lot in like America and stuff. Maybe it's just people on
Well,
Reddit, but
Well,
Usually
why wouldn't you
the
lock
leaving your-
doors? I can't even dwell in my house if I know my door's not locked. It could be like broad daylight if the door's not locked. I'm freaking out inside.
yeah.
I understand that the whole quote about leaving your doors unlocked is usually followed with until the serial killer showed up. But like, if you're like me and you grow up 2 miles outside of town and the closest neighbor is, however many meters away, several football fields, you don't feel too inclined to lock your doors all the time.
Oh, I couldn't rest without unlocked because, like, I don't know, just a thing. Like,
No,
I
like
can't lock my shit.
I was at my friend's place the other day, and I didn't lock the door when I came in, and we were upstairs, and I was like, oh my god, I didn't lock the door. And every time I heard something, I was like, what if someone just came in? And then I found out.
Depending on how big, if like you're in a town and you know everyone, you're not too worried, are you?
Well, with my town, I would be worried. Yes.
Yeah, no, there's not a lot happening. The grind.
Okay, cool. There's nothing really to report from my week. I had a really generic one, other than I won my first game of Fortnite.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How did you win?
So I got to like the final 4 or final 5 and died. So I decided to watch those guys. So they were all building all this shit, building partition walls and building all this shit, going off, firing each other, using all these tactics. Once they'd all got each other down to like really low health, and the last person was alive, and they were down to 2, and these people had a big shootout in all their buildings. A guy had just been sitting in a bush all that time. He just came out and killed the guy who had the lowest health, like because he'd been fighting everyone else. So I adopted that strategy on the next game and literally sat there in a little bush while these 2 people were fighting back and forth, building walls, running in the building, all sorts of shit, firing rocket launchers and stuff, until he killed the other. The dude come running by my way, and then I just shotgunned him in the back and won.
That's the way to do it.
That is a
Bushwhacked.
slummy victory, but I will take it all the same. It was a great, great victory. So
Well,
I'm very happy
fair-
with it.
It's a victory is a victory. Unless it's a fair victory, then it's only kind of a victory. But like, I don't know. I've watched some live streamers for Fortnite recently, which I personally find to be a lot more interesting than PUBG. I don't know about y'all.
It's colorful.
It's colorful, and I like the building mechanic. It makes it a little different. Also, it's not. I don't think people don't take it nearly as seriously, which makes it a lot more bearable to watch.
No, you kind of. I think it's because I can't speak about PUBG because I've not played it, but like if you get eliminated early, it's so quick to just leave and rejoin another game. You're in another game within like 2 minutes, so you don't care if you die that much. Like in the beginning, it's only at the end, and when you get to like the final 10, you're like, oh well, I had a good game, so it's not bad. You're not as gutted as you would be in another game. I reckon it's more serious mechanics.
Here, I mean, it's the same mechanic in PUBG. It's, I think, the kind of people who are attracted to each differ.
Yeah, because Fortnite's
you know what
a
I
bit
mean?
more goofy and
And
silly.
PUBG is full of Chinese and Russian hackers.
That too. But I just find that it's a lot more interesting to watch people playing these games that aren't really that good. So when
Yeah.
they really actually get a good run, it's like, yeah, do it.
Oh, you'll have a blast if you watch me doing it, because I'm fucking abysmal. Like, I'm getting up there to passable, but that's about it. But that's fun. I'm still playing Fortnite. Other than that, done some more writing. I did do something, actually. I've done something that we made a promise last week. Well, I stupidly agreed to something, and that was to make a romance writing advice video.
Oh my god, you didn't upload it though.
You did it.
It's because I have recorded it. I have not edited it yet. That's the important thing.
Oh,
It has
it's got to
been
be
recorded.
ready to release for the 14th.
Should be.
Believe
Well,
it
you
when
can't
I
release
see
a
it.
romance video after Valentine's Day.
There's no
Yeah.
more romance after Valentine's Day.
None
It's
of
the only day a year we have romance.
Every other day is just like, I don't give a shit about that.
I think
That
I
one
said
day.
like Valentine's Day is upon us, like in the video, so it'd make sense to put it like just before Valentine. I don't know because I don't know what I'm doing editing it. I just don't know what I'm doing.
before
in general.
or during. Either work.
It'll be fine. I'll put it.
We've got a really weird like holiday cluster bomb coming this week. Because
Family
Mardi Gras is
Day.
Tuesday, Ash Wednesday is Wednesday, in addition to Valentine's Day, and then Lunar New Year's is Friday.
Family
Pancake
Day.
And also weird to see that Easter is on April Fool's this year. So,
Is it? Oh
yes.
shit! We can do some stuff for that. I don't know what you could do. You could give kids real eggs instead of chocolate ones. Ha ha ha.
Today we're
I'm just
having rabbit soup.
imagining circa 33 BC. Jesus is like, I'm coming back to life. No, I'm not. I'm coming back to life. No, I'm not.
I want to note. I want to note that we have a whole holiday. Oh, got my voice. We have a whole holiday dedicated to families, and you guys
Oh,
don't.
whole holiday. I thought you said a pole holiday, so you were going to give us a
No.
Polish holiday?
No, I said Family Day. It's-
Okay, Family Day.
I mean, we have constituent holidays for every member of the family.
Well, yeah, but everyone has those.
Do they? I don't know, man.
Yeah, we have Father's Day and Mother's Day and shit like that.
Siblings Day, Brother's Day, Little Sister's Day.
What?
I mean, the most
Okay,
important
those
day,
are new to me.
Yeah, we have, again, any possible relation you could possibly have, there's a day for it. The most important day was last Friday, though, which was Pizza Day.
yeah.
Hell yeah!
Or
Yeah.
March the 14th, which is this time next month, which is officially the birthday of the Manga Raiders Happy Hour.
The most
Ooh.
important day of the year.
Yeah. Fuck Christmas. Fuck Mardi
Your
Gras.
birthday is relevant.
Fuck Super Bowl.
You thought you were big shit, huh, Rosh Hashanah? Well, you're not.
Yeah. You think twice before you consider this happy hour show and what we've built on this.
Yeah, Arbor
Yom
Day's got shit
Kippur,
on
more
us.
like Dumb Kippur.
Yeah, you got them. Go for it. Go for the throat.
I feel like
Body
Jewish
blows.
holidays.
National Professional Assistant Day, more like Secretary.
Hey, don't hate on National Professional Assistant Day. We get to have cake in the office that day.
Yeah, not as good. Come on, keep giving him the body blows. Feed him out.
Taught like a pirate day. More like taught like a homeless person day.
Yeah. One more. Just one more to the
Let's
jaw.
move
Come
on.
on. One more
Fuck
to
you,
the jaw.
Donut Day. Right in the hole.
Just give him one more to the
Okay,
jaw.
I'm trying to remember when National Leave a Zucchini on Your Neighbor's Porch Day is.
Probably August sometime, at a guess.
Sure.
You don't fuck around with zucchinis, man.
Do you-
August 8th is National Sneak Some Zucchini Onto Your Neighbor's Porch Day. To celebrate
Called
it,
it.
you simply wait until the dead of night and quietly creep up to your neighbor's front door, leaving plenty of zucchini for them to enjoy.
Yeah, hell yeah. Give your neighbors a good deed. Give him one more punch. One to the gut.
You keep saying one more punch. We keep giving one more punch, man.
He wants more. He wants
It's just
more.
gonna take one more. He's on the ropes.
I just gotta explain. If you if any of our listeners don't grow zucchini, you'll get a fucking billion of those things off like a single plant. So that's why there's National Give Your Neighbor Zucchini Day.
Have some zucchini from us. We will be officially running a giveaway for zucchini on this show later in the year, so stay tuned for that.
Sometimes my grandma gives my other grandma zucchini.
Hey man, zucchini bread, it's fantastic if you ever had it.
Yeah, I have.
What else? Oh yeah, so we recorded that and I did some writing, so I've done some more writing. It snowed like a motherfucker here. Not the good kind of snow that like piles up and sticks, but just the one that just enough on the road where it's slippy as hell, so it's like you get it, have to come home at 2 miles an hour, which is always fun.
I feel like you're overreacting as a country to your snow issue.
We do.
Well, they probably
That's
are,
what we
but
do.
like, no, that's not good when you have that kind of weather and you're just kind of like you're like almost dying and you're possibly sliding into snowbanks at every given second. And then the freaking sun, the sun is in your eyes when you're trying to drive, so you can't see a goddamn thing because that freaking asshole is just shining on you. You freaking jerk.
Fucking asshole. Son.
Sorry, you probably don't know what it's like to have shiny skies.
Other than that,
Oh, blimey, it's the sun again. Get inside.
I feel like we did this bit before. I'm getting some deja vu.
Other than that, we just want to say a shout out to our good friend, Mr. Sherbet Lemon, and hope that he got home safely.
Oh, yes. We've reconnected with Mr. Sherbet Lemon recently, and he's on our little messenger chat. And this morning we all get to wake up to him in a bed going, I don't know where I am.
He's left his city. He's left the city he lives in and doesn't know how or where he is. But hopefully he's home safe now, and he will be returned to the show. At least he said. He's promised us he will.
He's coming back.
Nothing until it's deposited.
Just a little teaser there. Yeah, he's coming back. So enjoy some Scottish sherbet lemon. Don't know why I needed to make the distinction, because we don't have a non-Scottish variation of Mr. Sherbet Lemon. But anyway, that was my week. Fuck that bullshit. Fuck weeks. It's time for the news. Manimal players our news jingle.
Okay.
I see news.
News on the horizon.
Newsy poos, to turn a phrase.
Gonna do some newsy poos. I'm gonna hit you thick and fast.
Wait, you're gonna hate this.
I loved it. I absolutely loved that. I could listen to that on repeat all day.
Don't force yourself.
National. Okay, keep going.
So I'm going to hit you with these thick and fast. So first one of the week, it dropped very recently. There is a brand new trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3.
No, there's a brand new Utada Hikari song which happens to have CG animation of a video game in it.
So yes, it also debuts the song for, or at least we believe is going to be the song for Kingdom Hearts 3. What was it called?
I don't know. I didn't actually listen.
Don't think twice. Don't think twice. That's what it's called.
I'm just waiting for Utada's next album to come out.
It's good. Not as good as My Sanctuary, but it was good. Maybe it'll grow on me more. Don't know. The newest world that was featured in as well was Monsters Inc. So that's kind of cool. It's got Toy Story in. It's got Monsters Inc. It's going down the Pixar route, I think. Maybe that's what they're just going to do. They're just going to add every Pixar film in as the new worlds.
Are they going to have cars?
Maybe. Apparently Big Hero 6 has been confirmed as well. So I could see that working. You know, I can actually see Big Hero 6 in it, though, because it kind of has some action and fighting in. It's a bit harder to put, like, you know, the Lion King in that. But they did it, to be fair. They did it.
I'm thinking that Square Enix is probably glad Disney movies are good again, because I think they're contractually obligated to put in the newest Disney movie into Kingdom Hearts. Okay. And that's why the only reason people remember Chicken Little is because Chicken Little is the summon in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Freaking Chicken Little. Isn't it the movie where, like, the sky's like falling down and, like, there's aliens or something stupid like that?
I forgot that Chicken Little was in Kingdom Hearts 2. He was a summon. Oh, shit. I remember.
Like, as much as I would love a Atlantis the Lost World level or, Treasure Planet as a world, that would be great.
I watched
those are all in the same
theater.
Shallow grave that the Black Cauldron is rotting in.
Look,
wait,
Disney does not want to remember those.
Was Treasure Planet bad? I don't remember.
Treasure Planet's good for the first 2/3, and then kind of has a funky ending.
Treasure Planet is Treasure Island in space, right?
Yeah.
But it's fine. I enjoyed it, and I watched it in college, so I wasn't like blinded by nostalgia.
I watched it in the theater in 2002, and I don't remember.
Like, no one's going to be getting a Home on the Range or Meet the Robinsons level of Treasure of Kingdom Hearts anytime soon.
Wait, was Robots a Disney movie?
No, Robots was DreamWorks, and we can all continue forgetting that movie.
But yeah, more Kingdom Hearts 3. The more that comes out, the more I'm happy. So, hopefully before the end of the year. I know there was that spoiler that said December 2018 somewhere, but that's still very unlikely.
What would you do if that was actually real?
I'd be excited and I'd buy the game. That's for certain.
Yeah, would you?
Would I buy the game? Well, yes.
Are you sure?
I want to play it.
How do you know? You're not gonna know if you're gonna buy it until it comes out.
He hasn't waited 3,000 years for Kingdom Hearts 3 to come out to not buy the game.
Yeah. As soon as it's available for pre-order,
that's what you should say to someone. I'm really excited for this movie. Are you gonna go see it? Like, that's what you asked them.
Yes, I'm gonna go see it. But are you? Yes, I'm probably gonna go see it. Are you though? Well, no. As soon as Kingdom Hearts 3, Final Fantasy 7 remake are on pre-order, I'm pre-ordering them sons of bitches. I mean, you could probably, I think you can on certain places pre-order Final Fantasy 7, but I don't like putting money into a product that I don't know when it's gonna come out.
I still don't think that game is gonna be coming out. Like, I don't know. I have bad feelings about it.
They've got to. They can't have built up my boner and my erection and shown us these teasers and edged me to the climax, and I'm on the tip. I'm on the precipice of that orgasm.
It's not the same company, but Capcom put out a Japanese demo for Mega Man Legends 3 and then canceled it.
And yeah.
But then again,
why?
Square Enix did announce, and it took them 9 years, but we eventually got Versus 13.
Do you think Noctis will appear in Kingdom Hearts 3? He's got to, right?
Yes, it is certain.
He's got to.
It's weird to think that, when 2 came out, they put in the 3 girls from 10 too.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know if it's real, but I did see leaked art of here's Lightning in a Kingdom Hearts outfit.
I could see that because Lightning is very much one of the ones they like to market. Out of all of the heroes that they have.
I have an important question.
Yes.
Go for it.
What was the movie that Nicolas Cage was a detective?
Are you talking about National Treasure?
National Treasure. Is that a Disney movie?
It's a Jerry Bruckheimer. I think it's Touchstone. It's owned by Disney, so yes.
Is Nicolas Cage going to be in Kingdom Hearts 3?
Nicolas Cage, I don't think is going to be in Kingdom Hearts 3.
We can only hope.
But we live in a world now where 20th Century Fox has also been purchased by Disney. So the Simpsons world is coming.
Springfield. That could happen.
Oh my God! It'd be like all the oh no.
I just want. Can Alex Jones get picked up by Disney somehow so we can have a world with him?
He'd be the best for Disney. He's the best fit.
Why Alex Jones?
Don't you want to play him in a game?
I just wanted. Well, because of his ripped physique, I can just imagine him being the fourth member of your party or the third member of the party.
Okay, he's not a member of the party. You go up to the bonus boss, Sephiroth descends, and he starts posing, and he gets into a battle pose. Alex Jones bursts out of the ground, knocks him aside, and the bonus boss is Alex Jones.
And he just keeps yelling at you the whole time.
Don't you want an InfoWars, mini level? That'd be brilliant. Can you give us an Alex Jones impression, Manimal?
No, No, you need to have more parts in there about how you need to buy his strategic bed. Or whatever nonsense he's selling.
Diet stuff, whatever supplement.
It's his diet stuff. I mean, to be fair to the guy, when he's shilling diet stuff, at least he's using himself as an example. Not much of a change in his body, but at least he's there. God. He's not going, some motherfucker drank this in our research team. They feel great.
I know. There was one episode I saw a clip from where he drank this chocolate protein powder on the air.
Yes.
And he just immediately wants to throw it up. It's so obvious.
It's so funny because he's trying to go, yes, that's so.
It's like he just took a shot of whiskey.
But he's physically wincing at it. So I don't know where that came from. I don't know why he popped into my head, to be honest. So yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 had another trailer. Sadly, no Alex Jones in there.
I really would rather have Alex Jones in Smash. I really want to play him in Smash.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god, I could totally just see that. The side on, oh yes.
But then you also get Shrek in the game too, so you could pit the two of them against each other.
my dream porn is one step closer to fruition.
Let's get in there.
What? Save that for the fan fictions. So other one, speaking of some controversial thing, did you see that the director of Recovery of an MMO Junkie, the director Kazuyoshi Yaginuma, is apparently a Holocaust denier, tweeted out a lot of shit that was anti-Semitic. So much that he's put out that, Crunchyroll's parent company, Elation, had to post a statement just saying that they don't support it because they were I guess they were on the docket as co-producers, so I guess they did some kind of funding or something for it to be made. So their name's in that hat, but I just found it quite amusing because I was like, it said the title, issues statement over thingy. So I was like, what's this guy said? What's this director said? And then just looking at the tweets, and it's he says, there's no evidence of there being gas chambers, in concentration camps. And
I will never understand how people become Holocaust deniers. And unless, Grandpa was a Nazi and you were raised in that or something, I just don't get it.
The nature of the internet and the power of suggestion.
I guess it's just that far away removed. Do you think there'll be people who'll deny, what's the modern day? So 9/11, I guess.
People have been denying that the London 2012 Olympics weren't nuked.
People are denying that Norway is a country.
Yeah. Finland's a country. People say Finland doesn't exist.
Oh, is it Finland that doesn't exist? It's one of those.
Yeah. Finland doesn't exist.
I think it's a shame that any of these crazy conspiracy theories get started, and I blame those goddamn chemtrails.
Yeah, that's the fault. You're dropping all that stuff into people's heads.
It's them chemtrails and that Barack Obama. I don't care he's not president anymore. He still runs the chemtrails. Donald Trump would never do this to me.
Donald Trump enjoys a good chemtrail. But who doesn't?
He does.
Who doesn't? Speaking of things...
that's funny. Is Crunchyroll going to still write all those articles about the show now?
I know, that's the thing. They pushed it heavily.
This is Crunchyroll's favorite show that's ever been made, and now they can't do anything anymore. They were, oh my god!
Why?
Crunchyroll
is results of the awards. We're going to change the results of the awards.
Crunchyroll was forced to say the Holocaust happened. Guys, just so you know, people did die.
They just quoted this news story about it. Oh my god.
It was a terrible tragedy.
Now it makes sense. The reason that they pushed it so heavily was because they co-produced the fucking thing. So now it all makes sense.
It comes to light because it's funny when you think about it. Because again, it's not that great. It's an okay show, but it's not like a masterpiece that touches on things. But Crunchyroll's treating it like it was some kind of freaking modern day NHK or something like that.
They were treating it like it was some kind of Ald Noah Zero. Am I right, guys?
Well, exactly.
Was that just me?
They're seriously acting like it was a show like NHK or something like that when it really wasn't. It all makes sense.
Someone tweet Miles from Crunchyroll and just see what his take on the moon landing is.
Yeah.
We can do it right now. We can bring back the old segment of tweet a random celebrity.
Bring it back. Be like, hey, so how do you feel about the moon landing?
So when we say, oh no, I don't think I'm following him. What's his
Hey,
name?
how do you feel about the rigged Super Bowl?
Miles Crunchyroll?
Can we get your hot take on Deflategate?
I'm assuming it's this guy. Yeah, it is. You can tell by his fucking face. That sounded really aggressive.
It
really
was
did.
really aggressive. It didn't sound really aggressive. It was aggressive.
Hi.
Yeah, this will settle things off for once. Whatever he says is the truth about what happened that day. How about we just get more people to reveal what actually happened in 2012, though? Like, seriously. Like, why do people try to deny that that didn't happen?
London wasn't nuked because I was
Yes, it
there in
was.
2017 and I
you're part
wasn't
of it.
poisoned.
You're part,
You're part of the
denial.
conspiracy.
There is a mathematical formula out there that basically describes the more people in on a secret, how low the likelihood that it's kept goes down.
Obviously.
Okay.
It's exponential, my friend.
We've tweeted to Miles, so we've said, hi, after Kazuyoshi Yaganuma's Holocaust denial, can we get your thoughts on the moon landing, please? So maybe we'll get a response.
He responds to that. He'll probably just be mad about
He'll
it.
just block us. That's all.
Yeah.
He'll just block people.
Yeah, let's just be a simple block.
It's okay. At least we've been blocked by someone. Yeah, progress. Speaking of blocking shit, Twitter has been in an uproar over the last couple of days. You guys have probably seen it. Reddit has changed its pornography rules. It now encompasses the obviously sexual content, including drawings of characters who are underage, which is lowlies. Some anime fans, or just weird people in general, are upset that they can no longer post their lowly pictures on Reddit.
Well,
And it's hilarious.
Why would you go to Reddit for stuff like that? There's other websites.
No. That's the wrong question. Why would you go to see that shit is the thing we should be asking.
Yeah, well, the people are into stuff like that. You can't stop people
But it's
from being
not
into
just-
that.
people are into
justified.
stuff, but it's not like you should be.
Yeah,
That's
that's not.
like me.
I know that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying people are gonna find what they want to find, regardless of what it is.
Sure, but like, I don't know. Hope maybe it will dissuade some people, you know? Because there's a big difference between going onto Reddit to find your weird child porn and going onto the darknet to find your weird child
Well,
porn.
I know, and just stumbling upon something or whatever.
Shadow Google, show me the forbidden waifus.
Yeah. Where are they at?
I mean, oh god, this has come up so many times. It
You
just
always
baffles
bring it
me.
up.
It's because I see it so much on Twitter. I'm like, how are people so brazen about going, yeah, I masturbate frequently to this cartoon 10-year-old? As if that's normal. It's like the whole Syscon thing, and it's like, whoa. Like, there was a comment that we saw on Twitter that I try not to respond on the Manga Rays Happy Hour thing, because I know it's going to start shit and it's a shared account, and I try not to respond on things, but sometimes I can't help it. Can you remember, cast your minds back a couple of years ago to a show called Super Lovers? Can anyone remember that we reviewed?
Yeah, it's a Canadian show.
We
Yeah.
we previewed it it was on the fall or summer season previews, but we did a preview on it a couple of years ago. And it was basically a yaoi show, but it was regarding these two brothers, and one was a lot older than the other one. So like one was very childlike, he met him when he was a kid, the other one's a grown man. It looked quite disturbing. So basically Anime News Network did a review of the DVD and trashed it and said it's not good. And then someone now I'm paraphrasing here, I'm not fully pointing the thing, but they essentially went, wow, this isn't a review, this is kink shaming people. Because people enjoy this. And I haven't
Look, some people's kink is cannibalism, but we shouldn't get behind that, you know?
Yeah.
A kink, just because it's a kink does not mean it's necessarily legal or morally correct. I am fully behind that a lot of people have weird kinks, and that's great and good for them, but, you know, once it gets into territory
Well,
where
again, there's a difference between something weird that's just good for both parties and something like, eating people or whatever.
Here we go. That's the thing. It's kind of fucked. Like, fucking in, like, this whole brother on brother or whatever, Syscon shit. It's incest. Nature itself has an inbuilt thing to say, It's not. It's a no-go. So when nature itself is saying no, then you call it. Because saying, "Oh, you're kink shaming me." This is the tweet. I've got it in front of me now. It was. This is the final part of their rant about it. It was Fujoshi and other sectors of the fandom already feel ostracized to some extent. They don't need their official outlets piling shame on them as well. This is not a joke. People commit suicide over this kind of stuff. It's not okay to just let this go. If you are going to commit, if the only thing it takes for you to fucking pull the trigger or something is someone reviewing your fetish cartoon, then you need some serious fucking help. I'm sorry. No. There's other issues. I refuse to believe we live in a world where someone not liking your cartoon will make you kill yourself. Come on. Let's be serious here.
I have a thing for feet. Any day they'll take me to the camps.
Any day now.
Come on. It's like if someone went, "Oh, My Hero Academia shit." Well, time to get the belt. And I'm not making light of suicide or anything. It's a very, depression stuff affects people in different ways. But, come on. We've got to draw a line somewhere. You can't say, no, to be fair. Someone said that Ura Manga Sensei wasn't the best show of 2017, and that just sent him over the edge. That's not a thing.
Some may say that.
Some may say that. Few people, idiots who say that. Anyway, let's move on from this topic. That's dumb. Yay, Reddit has stepped in. Boo-hoo. It was funny seeing all of the people on there going, "I'm literally the best waifu in the world."
Louis Armstrong. Louis Armstrong is not into that. Stop.
I see pre-teens.
No, he is not into that. Don't bring him into this.
That wasn't my Louis. I don't know what that
I know, but you were sounding like you were doing something.
Anyway.
Ray and Oscar, everybody knows Misato is best girl. Oh no, I've got my arm caught inside of the heating lamp. All I wanted was some spare ribs. Is this how Louis goes down?
Okay, so I'm seriously considering there's a Jamaica plaque, and it's $20. It's like this whole circular plaque that says Jamaica. It has their crest and everything. I want to bring it into the Jamaican place and see if I can trade it for a meal. Because
why don't you just use cash?
No, because if I do that, then he gets a nice decoration for the store. So I want to do that, but I just think it'd be so funny to walk in there with this, "Hey, do you want this Jamaica plaque for the shop?"
Hey, I've just had this lying around. Maybe, for some jerk chicken or something, just trade with me. That's enough of the news. B-Toon's ending as well, but I'm nowhere near finished that. I dropped off the manga a long time ago. But it's doing something interesting, actually. The author is releasing, so there's 2 volumes left to go. But they are both alternate endings, so you decide, essentially. So
it's a choose-your-own-adventure?
Pretty much, which is kind of interesting. So the 25th volume came out, and at the end of it, there's going to be a crossroads. And then if you buy one volume, you take one action. If you buy the other, it goes to another ending. Which is kind of interesting. I think that's sort of a cool idea I've not really seen before in manga.
That's pretty good, actually. But does whatever volume sell the most become canon or whatnot?
I don't know, because they've not come out yet, and I am nowhere near caught up. But I think it's a novel idea. I would assume so. Generally the fandom
if they did it like Clue, where just you don't tell anyone there's multiple endings, and people just get confused when they go, "No, he ended up with that girl."
I kind of burped and yawned at the same time, and that was the weirdest thing. But I think that's a cool little tidbit there. But anywho, let's move quickly on because we've got shit to do. Let's go on to what we've been watching. Manimal, I'm going to ask anyway, have you been watching anything this week?
And he's gone.
Corin, how about you?
Garo had its coolest episode yet. Is that arguable there? Have you seen the most recent episode?
That depends. Is it the most recent episode that's on Premium Crunchyroll?
I'm stealing Vacant's Crunchyroll account now, so yes.
You now have
Okay,
mine.
so no, that was the only one I have not seen getting caught up on, but I'm looking forward to it.
It's really good. It's got a nice dose of Mad Max Fury Road in there.
I saw the preview and I'm pumped for it.
It was really fun. Also really sad at the end, but it's also really cool. So I won't get into details of that. But then, let's see. Junji Ito continues to be half good and half bad, as per usual. I don't even remember. Well, the first one, story this week was a couple of minutes long, where a dude has a creepy neighbor and her house is growing towards him.
Okay.
Organically, it's kind of strange. No real resolution to it. The second one runs real fucking cool, where there's this rich Japanese family, and every time one of their family members dies, the entire extended family gets together and fucking creates a thought form of the dead person that just hangs out for a while.
Okay.
So if you ever heard of thought form things, you think real hard and suddenly a thing exists, right?
Yeah.
So they think real hard about a dead person, and then this ghosty thing of them comes around, and they disappear after 20 years, and it turns out the whole time that the main character we're following was dead the whole time.
Dun dun dun.
But it was really well executed, and less outwardly trying to be I'm trying to be creepy, and more just here's a weird thought, you know?
Yeah.
Those are the better Junji Ito ones. There's another one that's a favorite of mine that involves a family line trying to stay alive longer. That's real weird.
I think he does weird really well.
He does.
He's very skilled at that. Obviously my only experience is the couple of episodes I've seen in Uzumaki, but the beginning of that is super weird, and the little things that he puts in there is cool.
Yeah. So that's Junji Ito. Then I watched How to Train a Mummy, next episode. We finally get introduced to the dragon. As we all recall, there was 4 mythical creatures that were supposed to show up throughout the show. There's the mummy, there's the Oni child, there's the dragon, and then there's something I don't know what it fucking is. It kind of looks like
werewolf.
It kind of looks like a little pig with a star on the side. I think it's some weird Japanese thing. But do you remember the Gen 5 Pokemon Muna, the sleeping one?
Very vaguely.
Yeah.
It looks like that. I don't know what it's about.
They just nicked that idea. Just blatantly stole it.
Basically. But get introduced to the dragon, get a little more backstory on less backstory, more just characterization of the female of the group who's kind of showed up before but wasn't really part of anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I like her a lot more now. There's a great scene where she is attacking this dragon. She's terrified of lizards. But the main character ends up at her house after she's been attacking this thing, and she's trying to get him to throw it out, and the entire place is turned upside down. He's just say, are you creepily strong for how small you are? Just pulling attention to that joke. So that was good.
Draw attention to it.
Gotta draw attention to it. So yeah, How to Train Your Mummy's fun. Pop Team Epic.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking, it was, God, what was the game? Shogi, but it was also at the same time fucking Tekken.
No, that was Hikaru no Go with Heihachi from Tekken showing up.
I was going to say, why was Heihachi the second to last boss?
But also at the end, there was the AI robot thing, which is also a Tekken thing, I think.
Oh, I was so confused.
Very strange. But I love his name, Billion Quadrillion. Billion Quadrillion, the second strongest shogi master. Oh my, he has a robot body.
That's a good show.
Yeah. I like how they're doing half the show just is devoted to one bit, and then the rest is just the random segments.
Yeah, that's nice. Although I have to say, I don't know if anyone's voiced this opinion before. I don't really like the Bob Epic team as much.
I enjoy them.
I I don't know, the jokes always kind of fall flat for me. I really thought the alien one was great. I fucking love that one. But for the most part, it just seems like, oh, the joke is they look funny and they have funny voices.
Yeah.
No, it may be an acquired taste, but that animation team has done stuff similar to that I've loved in the past.
They're I don't know. I don't distinguish them because some of the skits that they do in Pop Team Epic, I just don't really laugh at, or I don't get it, or I don't find it too funny. I just take it as them. Some I've really enjoyed, and then some, have just been nah. But because they're so quick, the skits, they just fly on to the next one, and then you appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Also, the male voice actors changed, I think, for this episode.
They've changed a couple times.
Have they? I thought they only changed once for now.
I'm pretty sure every episode has a new cast entirely for the two girls. Yes.
Oh my god.
There was a chart that someone had the other day of each episode having their two different voices.
Maybe I just haven't noticed.
My favorite one was the voices of Frieza and Cell.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's because they've all been sort of trying to do similar things, maybe. But in this one, both of the voices were extraordinarily young in comparison.
Yeah,
I don't know. So yeah, Pop Team Epic's still good, which leads to I feel like I'm missing one, but let's go on to Darling in the Franxx.
Yeah.
Which I have a prediction for either the next episode or next couple. Right? I'm going to say this now.
Okay.
Hero's going to get fucking killed.
Do you think so?
He's going to die.
I hope something happens in that show.
Because, as we covered last week, the very first episode immediately starts with fucking 02 walking through the wasteland fully demoned out, and everyone else is gone. And, they're talking about, Hero's compatible, so maybe he won't die. But he also has a fucking tumor the size of a baseball growing on his heart. It's not good.
He's not in a good way, but then they said, there was that little clip where they were talking about how, his yellow cell count is the opposite of the other thing. So, I don't think he's going to die because he's the chosen one.
Maybe.
It'd be cool if he did.
Either he dies, or since it has that weird blue Klaxar blood thing going on, he's just going to turn into a Klaxar.
Yeah.
Something's going to happen to Hero, and we're going to, not follow him for a bit, I think.
Good.
I think he'll go, maybe he goes into a coma or something.
Something weird's going to happen to him. I don't think it's going to be as mundane as a coma.
Well, it's something to get him out of the way, and then the others have to, carry on, and maybe 02 has to carry on and realize that, she is a poison to everyone around her. Because she gets that, but obviously she has that, the strong survive and the weak, it doesn't matter mentality that she has going on, so.
Maybe the real friends were the tumors we made along the way.
Maybe. But as I talked about last week, there's got to be a turn, because it's a 24-episode Trigger show. There's going to be a turn at some point.
I don't know.
Hopefully.
It's a 24-episode A1 show that Trigger phones in some fun fight scenes every once in a while.
We'll find out. But there's also this weird thing going on with how they're not getting older, the kids. It's been mentioned a couple times now.
Oh, yeah, about not becoming an adult.
They don't become adults, even though we've seen adult pilots before, so that's a little confusing.
Well, they're definitely non-standard. They sort of solidify. Well, they alluded to it, but they've solidified it, saying they have unique unit.
They all have unique robots, and they all have weird, unique stuff going on. They're like a test of some sort. But even the other kids were still young.
Yeah.
So there's got to be a difference between the kids that are trained up and the adults that pilot stuff.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I just assumed the twist was when they realized that the Papa and all that are using them. The prayer was, may never be.
Prayer was fucked up.
So they'll obviously understand that he's been using them and he doesn't really care about them, and they're just his pawns, essentially, his property to fight, his tools. So that'll be them trying to escape, maybe turning down the system or whatever. It's such a weird show because I don't know if I enjoy it or not. I'm watching it and I couldn't say if I would recommend this to anyone.
Yeah,
It's got no soul to it. I don't really like it. I'll keep watching it just more out of curiosity than enjoyment, but this is rapidly being added to the couldn't bother list.
I watched one episode and I realized this, and I don't give a shit. I'm not gonna watch anymore.
Yeah.
It's
You're ahead of the
one
curve,
them,
Manimal.
I was like, wow, look at that robot action. I don't care. I'm not watching more.
Yeah.
I like the robot action, but
I mean,
I don't
I
know.
do.
That's the
but-
good.
It's
That's
my
good.
taste.
But when I don't internally care about it, then I don't care.
Oh no, that's undoubtedly the highlight of the show. Is when I'm definitely going to carry on watching the next couple of episodes because they're setting up a big battle, which is probably going to be really cool. So I'll definitely watch for that.
It feels like a show that's going to be best appreciated watching the gift sets after it's already out.
Yeah.
Hey, here's the good parts of the fight scenes. Removing out all the kitty angst that's, the weird mixture of like Skycrawlers, Evangelion, and Pacific Rim.
Yeah, there's a lot of Evangelion kid angst in this.
Yeah, but yeah, pretty much I just dropped everything. I don't care. I'm not going to watch anything until Full Metal Panic 4 comes out. Whatever.
Why? Never mind. You should be watching Citrus. That's what I'm going to say.
Whatever.
It's your thing.
I don't care. I already read Citrus.
I can feel that.
I just don't feel like watching any shows. I don't know.
I don't feel compelled to watch the Junji Ito collection after my, 2 weeks of just binging everything I could find.
Well, it's not
his
even that.
translated.
It's not even that. Like, I was liking what they're doing in Citrus. I just literally don't feel like watching anything,
Okay. That's fair.
But then Full Metal Panic 4, like, we're talking, ooh. Although
I don't know if it's breaking news, but I did just get an email from Netflix saying the Full Metal Alchemist live-action movie premieres February 19th.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's fucking next Monday.
Yeah.
Oh no. We probably have recorded just before it comes on.
Likely.
Yeah. Okay, well we can maybe on the week after we can discuss that. Probably won't be to the extent of the Death Note movie, but something we can pick up on. Was there anything else that you watched, Corin, or?
No, that'd be it.
That's
Again,
it.
like I said, I'm probably enjoying Frank's more than anyone else is, but it's kind of a lot of conflicts of my things, so.
Yeah. I think the next 3 episodes are going to make or break it. For me, personally, because if there's
Yeah, I could see that.
I'm expecting that big bombastic battle with all the fluid animation, the gorgeous, and then it would trigger as well the creative battles, like the creative aspects of it, of how they're going to fight them, unique abilities of these other robots, and then that squad getting wiped out, and then some interesting plot twist of some sort. Should be good. Obviously, these are the lull episodes. In between battles, they've got to do the lull, they've got to ramp up the angst and all that kind of stuff, but then these should be the climax, so we'll see. But, was there anything that you watched that we haven't touched on just yet?
Yes. I watched, let me get the name of it right. The Fate Stay Night spinoff, Today's Menu for Emiya Family. They made a cooking show spinoff to Fate Stay Night where the main character cooks food and feeds it to his friends.
I thought you were making a joke. Is that
No.
legit?
There's 2 episodes out now.
Okay.
It's 1 a month. It looks like more effort than it would be worth it for the food. Looks pretty good, though. I just don't know how this particular spinoff got enough budget to be animated. Like,
that sounds...
that doesn't happen in the West. We're not going to see the miniseries of Tony Stark doing his taxes while different guest characters come in for like,
Think about this, though.
Did you give anything to charity? That's deductible.
Think about this, though. Why don't we see that?
I
don't know.
What
Off the
is
top of my
stopping
head,
us
common
from having
sense.
the Avengers of freaking tax season? Or just, wouldn't you love to see, like, one of your favorite series, those characters just going to the grocery store? Like, it's just like a team of, like eight characters. They're just piling in the van, and they just go to the grocery store and just buy shit.
Do you think they'd all ride together?
Well, no, see, this used to be a thing when I was younger that I used to think about would be like really fun to make a story about or like live in, where you could like go with all your favorite characters and just hang out and like go to the grocery store and stuff. So I used to think about like, what if I could just like chill with Sonic and then we'd just go to the grocery store.
Hey Sonic, you want any chocolate? I can't. I'm actually lactose intolerant.
Yeah, like this is the kind of stuff that I think about. Like, man, that'd be kind of fun.
I love that Kid Manimal was like, kids are going, oh yeah, I'd be with my favorite superhero and we'll save the day. I'm just gonna go to Walmart for Sonic.
That's what I'd want. I'd want to go to the grocery, because for me it's fun. Like, I've always thought it'd be fun if my friends were just like, hey man, do you want to go grocery shopping? I'd be like, let's go. That'd be a good time. Like, I just, for some reason, I think mundane things like that are just fun. I don't know. So I just used to think like, wow, what if I just go grocery shopping of Sonic?
I mean, I agree. I am watching this thing and enjoying the slice of life aspect of it because there's been a lot of fun, goofy Fate spin-offs, and this is just another one for the pile. But like, I don't necessarily want to price compare it with Sonic the Hedgehog.
I know. I was thinking there was just an old thought I remembered.
Oh, I love your old thoughts.
Or like, I used to write this whole story about one Bionicle, and he would like go on a road trip, and there'd be like my own character and other characters, and it would just be like this big RV road trip all around. I don't know. They probably went to like freaking Toronto or I don't know where else. They didn't go to Yellowknife. I know that much. And it was like this whole story that I made back when I was 10 years old. So it'd be like, yeah, this one Bionicle, he's just like straight up going on an adventure, and like my character's there. Everyone, see, I used to write something, but I was 10, so it's okay.
It's okay. This reminds me of something that I want to say when we get to the fan fictions in a minute, but I'll save it for then. What else did you watch now?
I think that's about it. Papa Team Epic did that. Darling in the Franxx. Garrou's next up on the list. The second half of Fate Apocrypha is on Netflix, so I'll probably burn through that pretty fast.
Is that the one that has the trap character?
Yes.
The trap tum licking?
Yes. Spoilers. Jeez.
Spoilers.
But yeah, no, that one's got Astolfo in it. It's not the best, but it's got enough fun bits that it's good enough.
Speaking of trap characters, show I've been watching and thoroughly enjoying, Hakata Tonkatsu Ramens. So, continues to be fun. Probably the one that I most enjoy out of this whole season, to be honest. Because it just came out of nowhere. I don't really know where it's going. Like, story-wise, I can't really predict it. It's just hitmen living in a hitman world, and shit's happening around them. So, it's fun. I'm just really enjoying it. It was a fun episode this last time, so that's a good one. There's nothing really much more to say. There's a couple of dumb things that you sort of like, okay, really? Like, the big twist, like, they had a fight on the train, basically, the trap character and then this assassin who was trying to kill another dude. So he ran away from this big murdering, which is the agency. He ran away, so he's going to be assassinated. So where does he go? Because he knows the assassin's after him. He goes to a train station and hides in an empty train, away from everyone. Why would you not just be in the public? Like, he didn't hit you all the way there because you were in the public. Why not just stay in the public eye? I don't understand. But then, like, how the trap character gets the best of this assassin is he waits for the train to stop in a particular place, and it's really bumpy when it stops on that stand, like that one stop. It was a bit stupid, that kind of thing. Guess you didn't know that the train is shaky here, and then, like, he drops his gun because he falls over. It was dumb. But anyway, other than that, it's still enjoyable. Also watched Darling in the Franxx. I watched Violet Evergarden as well. I'm still an episode behind. I'm on episode 4. And that more happened? Something happened? Which is a bit different to the last 3 episodes. But still not much. I'm really torn on whether to carry on watching it because it's really nice and it's really pretty. And I do want to see the resolution to Violet's story.
Yeah.
Obviously, the inevitable when she learns that the Major is dead and all that stuff. But
that made me want to just wait and watch until it's finished, because I already forgot about it and I'm not interested in going back too much.
you're not really missing much, to be honest. Like I say, I really want to like it. It's beautiful and it's nice. It's fluff. But again, it's a bit boring.
Yeah.
There's not much. This is the most action-packed episode. There was actually some kind of development. There was a breakthrough with her and one of her friends, or at least one of her co-workers. They went to a different location. There was, stuff happened, but it's just light fluff. Maybe I'm expecting more just because of the familiarity with it, and people have been talking about it for a while. So, who knows? That was okay. Also, I watched what was the other one? Kokaku again. Don't really know what else to say about that one other than fuck, that opening song is awesome. It's got a really cool, awesome opening song. Good fun. Again, it's showing us some progression in the plot. We finally understand what the Herald things are. So that's another fun one. Thinking about it now, probably that and Tonkatsu Ramens is probably a tie. Because I do enjoy both of them, but I watch them like several days apart each time, so I can't really compare them. And finally, I watched Citrus. It's kind of by the numbers, you know what's going to happen. The dad came at the end of the last episode. You know he's only going to be there for a day. Don't know what the fuck the mum puts up with it for. He comes back. They don't know who the fuck he is. He meets his new daughter. He sees his daughter from he hasn't seen her for God knows how long. Doesn't have an interaction with his wife. Other than a brief morning breakfast, and then just decides he's going to disappear again.
Hey, Vegan, you know what?
What?
You're illogic.
It's your illogic. But at least there was some bits. It was nice. I liked this episode. This was probably my favorite episode so far of Citrus, because my main complaint with Citrus was all along they have this nice little romance, and you've got likable characters, and then all of a sudden it's just, hey, let me just lick your ear. Hey, let me just pin you down and put my hand down your trousers. But then let's not pretend it happened, therefore it loses any kind of significance, other than just breaking your immersion of the story. But whatever. It was my favourite episode so far, I think. It was nice. It had some progression. It was cool. That's it for me for what I've watched. That's my 6 shows that I'm sticking with. May drop Violet Evergarden, I don't know. We'll see. Moving on then to our main segment, because I appreciate we've been going long, but it is a special episode. It's Valentine's Day, and we've got to love the audience and give them as much of us as possible. Let's do dramatic reading. So we scoured the internet to find the greatest romantic fan fictions the world had to offer, and we're going to read some now for you. So if you are looking for love over the next few days, maybe take some tips from these. I don't know, there might be some advice or something you could have. So pay a close attention. So do you want to go first, Corin? Why don't you set the scene? Tell us where,
I guess
what
I'll
you're
set
thinking
the
that this
scene.
was.
Okay, so, like any good fan fiction hunt, I went onto fanfiction.net, clicked a topic, and found one. It wasn't a hard search, but I found some solid fucking gold right here.
Good.
So, the fanfiction I found is the Super Kawaii World of Tracy, which was under the canon subheading of the anime and manga section.
Okay.
The tags are romance, Sonic, parentheses, OMG, close parentheses, Freddy Fazbear, Goku, and so much more.
Okay. Sure.
The intro is, "Hi guys, I'm Tracy. I'm new here. Anyway, if you like my fanfic, leave some, spelled S-U-M, good reviews. K, ? K, period. The Super Kawaii World of Tracy by Tracy Dickinson, Part 1, Humble Beginnings." So, if you hear me swear, it needs to be bleeped, because they are bleeped, but I'll just say the words anyways.
Okay.
That's fair, as an edit note.
That's an
Wait, we have to
right there.
read our fan fiction?
I'm reading mine.
I'm not
If you
reading
want-
mine.
Okay, Manimal, you pass it to me on there.
Pass it to Nair since he didn't bring his own.
Okay.
I don't think Nair wants to read this.
I'll read it, and then Nair can read mine.
Yeah.
I can read whoever's. Hand it to me, amigo.
Yeah.
All right. Let me read a mine. Saturday, April 20th. I was walking through the hallway of my high school when all of a bully walked up to me. He said, "If you don't give me all of the money in that backpack, I will hang you by your hair in the boys' bathroom." The bully's name was Broger. She was the biggest, meanest around. Anyway, I punched her in the face and she flew across the hallway. How this happened, I don't know. I ran out of the school as fast as I could, but that was when I ran into the cutest boy of all time. His name was Sonic, and he had the cutest blue hair of all time. He was so kawaii. Anyway, when I saw him, I blushed and ran away, nervously. Sonic ran after me, though, and caught up to me pretty fast because, well, he's freaking Sonic. Also, that was 2 sentences, even though it should have been 1.
Is Sonic a human boy?
It's not
or is he
clear.
just Sonic?
Not
Okay.
clear at all. He caught me and said, "Wait, I just wanted to point out how beautiful you are." I blushed like an anime girl. I didn't know my senpai noticed me in such a beautiful way. We both slowly moved our heads towards each other, and we kissed and ended up making out. All of a sudden, Broger, I don't know what the his name is supposed to be, BRO space GER. Broger showed up and grabbed me by the legs and began dragging me away from Sonic. However, Sonic went into his spin dash and tore off her hair. She cried and ran to her house in the hood. Then Sonic said, "You should meet my friends." I agreed happily and went with him. He introduced me to Freddy Fazbear, the cutest little bear of all time, besides Sonic. So maybe Sonic's a bear? I don't know. And then he introduced me to his parents, Heavy and Twilight Sparkle. Heavy was your typical teen dad who spanked his own son because he's a bad dad. But his mom was so beautiful. If I was a lesbian, I would have a bone - oh wait. Freddy Fazbear.
Is that Heavy, the Team Fortress guy?
I believe so. Freddy Fazbear also had a beautiful girlfriend. Her name is Chica, but she kind of a slut. All she wears is a bib over her bombs. Next time on the Kawaii World Tracy, once I find for all end Heavy's life and what I will do about the Broger situation. Find out in part 2.
Wow. Okay.
You know,
Okay, that was good.
yeah.
Do you know what I've noticed? People, this is sort of going, when you were talking about Manable, about taking characters into mundane situations. When we were doing this, I noticed a lot of people took characters out of their original worlds and just put them into the normal world.
Yeah, but that's
You
not
will not.
that's not a mundane
boring.
situation.
No. It's stupid. Why take that character and just put them? You will not believe the amount of Attack on Titan fan fiction of Levi and Eren being dorm mates and college roommates and going to college together.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, the college
I
AU is a
waded
big deal
deep
in
for
fan
those.
fiction circles. That and the coffee shop AU, but we don't get into that. That's ugh.
Yeah, so yeah, that's a good one.
I mean, should we reveal names on? I mean, yeah, sure. No one's gonna. Don't.
The fan
If we
fiction
say the
.net
names on
username,
here-
whatever.
You don't need to do that.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna go and berate this person. We're not. Just don't. We don't want to
If
start a witch
anything,
hunt.
it's free advertising.
Yeah, it was. I will certainly say that was very creative.
Yeah, I found something creative too.
You read it. Oh no, is it Nair is reading it?
How about I have 2 actually? They're really short.
Okay.
How you read the first one and then Nair reads the second one.
Only if you read mine.
I'll read yours.
Oh, okay.
All right, you read the
Do
first
we
one.
have a couple runs for anyone who wants to read mine?
We'll see when we get to you.
We'll see. I mean,
So-
I'll read anything.
No, I change it. Nair reads the first one. You read the second one. All right.
Okay.
Okay, Nair.
Give
This
Nair
is
the
a
second
nice
first.
romantic story.
All right. Harry Potter becomes a communist. Oh,
At
no, this
least
is not
you
short.
didn't-
This is chapter 1 of I'm scrolling down 191.
Just read chapter 1. Then.
Also, while we're here, we should probably say Rip Castro a second time, Fidelito, Castro's son. recently passed away.
Oh, right. Rip Castro again.
Although,
Rick Castro.
can we get into these chapter titles? Because they're fantastic. Arise, comrades! The Warsaw Pact. The real revolution of the pact people. The revisionist.
Have you seen that cover art? That's pretty sick. That's pretty good.
The progress of history is progressive.
I can't wait to read all
tries
this.
to ruin the revolution. Oh my god, somebody put a lot of effort into this.
I can't wait to read all this.
Okay.
8,000 words.
Why would you make me do... Okay, let's go. I do not own Harry Potter. JKR does, but it should be owned by the state, 'cause privacy. Property is evil, lol. Workers of the world urinate. If you flam, you have false consciousness. Harry, you look different, said Hermione as I joined her and Ron in a compartment on the Hogwarts Express. I suppose I did. I was wearing an Ushanka with a red star, a Che Guevara t-shirt, and brow-line glasses. I had grown a scruffy beard and had my scar shaped to a hammer and sickle. Why are you wearing a t-shirt with that murderer on it? Asked Hermione as I sat down. He's not a murderer. He's a soldier, I explained. I'd be offended, but I know you've been brainwashed by the bourgeois capitalist establishment. You're suffering from false consciousness. What's false consciousness? Asked Ron curiously. I knew he would be more open to communist ideas because he was part of the proletariat, whereas Hermione was part of the bourgeois intelligentsia. False consciousness is when people think communism is bad, I explained. Since communism is good, it means they're obviously insane. Harry, are you a communist? Asked Hermione in a quiet voice. I could tell she was scared, probably of losing her private property. As a matter of fact, I am, I said, knowing I had nothing to be ashamed of. Uncle Vernon was complaining about communists one day, and I decided that anyone hated by Uncle Vernon couldn't be that bad. So I read the Communist Manifesto and discovered how the world really worked. But, said Hermione at a loss for words, President Reagan said the Soviet Union was the evil empire. He wouldn't have said that if it weren't true. I sighed, wondering if Hermione was too deep in false consciousness to ever come around to the correct way of thinking. This concludes chapter 1.
Oh my god, I can't wait to read the rest of this.
Oh my god, it goes on.
Can I skip directly to chapter 191, which was updated November 7th, 2017?
Oh.
Author's note, on this day, the centennial of the October Revolution, which happened in November, I give you the final chapter of Harry Potter Becomes a Communist.
He came back for that.
19 years later, a new Hogwarts had risen from the ashes of the old. The building was now constructed in socialist classicism style, and the old bourgeois paintings had finally been replaced by new revolutionary paintings done in the socialist realism style. I was not the headmaster, since that bourgeois hierarchy had long since been abolished. Instead, I was the chairman of the Hogwarts Revolutionary Politburo, which was not the same thing as being headmaster, although I did run the school and use the office formerly used by the headmaster. Sitting in the gold throne formerly used by the headmaster, I grinned with pride as the new crop of first years entered the great hall. They and the older students were all wearing young pioneer uniforms, which was now the Hogwarts uniform. Many of the older female students were quite sexy. Not that I cared about that, of course. Welcome to Hogwarts School of Marxism and Leninism, I explained progressively as I walked to the sorting school. Before you can take your seats, you will be sorted into the one house, Mouse Stalin. Any student who is not sorted into Mouse Stalin will be expelled. I took off my old Ushanka with the red star on it. so that it could start sorting the first years, but I was still wearing my gloriously tattered Che Guevara t-shirt, as well as my ironic jeans and brow line glasses. I also still had that scruffy beard and the hammer and sickle scar on my forehead. After the sorting was over with, and with only 17 students expelled this time, I put my Ushanka back on and beamed at all the eager young communists who filled the great hall. Comrades, I said in a proletarian voice, let us begin this year at Hogwarts by singing the school song. With that,
Oh my God.
every single Hogwarts student stood up, raised one hand in a clenched fist, and began to sing. Arise, young witches, and wizards. Arise with your magical wands. We will be the new Red Guards. And break the bourgeois bonds. March the path of Comrade Harry. He knew he had to kill and kill every fascist and reactionary to achieve the people's will. Take heart, comrade students, for the red flag is not gone. The Internationale is now Hogwarts song. So comrades, come rally. In the last fight, let us face the Internationale. Unites the human race.
Oh my god. The fact that he uploaded this to the 100th anniversary is what gets me the most.
Oh, and if you would like to read the 189 intervening chapters, there will be links to all of these in the description.
Jesus Christ.
I love it.
So it's not romance.
Well, do you want me to
But it was-
make it?
It's a romance
It was
with
amazing.
communism.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it certainly gets a pass.
See, I
Mark
can't.
was a sexy guy.
I should have sent you what I had in mind first, because I don't think I can't just follow this. But I really wanted you to read this other thing.
Okay.
Like,
Well, I mean, I don't know if anything can top.
well, because
Harry Potter as a
one
communist.
one is just hilarious and the other is just, well, you know.
Okay, send it across to me then.
Okay.
I'll read this.
You have to
and
read
you
it
can
as soon as you see the first word. All right?
Okay.
All right?
Okay. Well,
As
that's
soon-
generally how you
As
start.
soon as
reading.
you see the first, don't even look at anything else but the first sentence and start reading without looking at the rest, okay?
Okay.
Okay, are you looking at the chat?
I'm looking at the chat right now.
Oh my god.
Do you like having your sexy little navel fucked? Cammy, Nozomi cooed, giving Camilla a big suction cup kiss before she returned to licking it like a champ. The princess pushed her thighs together as her body swiveled around in Nozomi's tight hug. Helpless to the heavenly helping of hellaciousness tongue fucking that she was receiving, her hips thrusted up when she felt Nozomi's tongue lick around her in-betweeny. What the fuck? And from there, Nozomi could see that she was soaking wet. Her tiny little shorts were damp as hell. And that... You've wrote this, haven't you?
No, I don't write like this.
You didn't give us a link. You just posted it into the chat.
Yeah,
I'm
this isn't a
I'm
link.
posting one part of a bigger story.
Her tiny little shorts were wet. And that meant she was going commando. Which in itself was really goddamn sexy. Nozomi herself was pretty wet right now, which is something Camilla could also see. How could she see? She's licking her navel, so you can't see that, unless there's more than one person involved in this, I don't know.
Hands on the positioning.
Sorry, Camilla could also see, given how her ass was in her face, she could even feel Camilla breathe on it every so often. Her heart, let me breathe on your ass. Her heart horny panting, teasing her soaking wetness, which made her shiver and shake her rear a bit. In all honesty, she just wanted to push her hips down into the inviting mouth some more, just to feel Camilla's talented tongue work her pussy over. But she didn't want any distractions. She just wanted to focus on pigging out on her delectable navel.
How did we go from in-betweeny to pussy in so few words? We skipped right ahead.
Who wants to... Do you want me to carry on reading more, or is that just what you want?
Let's end it there.
Well, I have
Why
one...
did you have to start that out? with my dog's name.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. I was like, oh my god, this is dog's name.
That was not good.
Do you want me to read out mine, the one I found?
Well, didn't you want me to read it?
Manimal should read it. He's the only one who hasn't read one yet.
If you want to read it, okay, yeah, sure. You can read this one, Manimal. Have fun with this one.
Okay.
So, I went and just...
It's a bit longer, but it's not that long.
I'm not reading all of this.
If you don't, I'll read it then.
No,
'cause
how about
you
we
can't-
switch? I'll do the first, you do the second half.
Wait, how about somebody does the narration, the other does the dialogue?
Okay, I'll do the narration, alright?
You can do the narration,
Okay.
and I'll do the dialogue.
Here we go.
So Yeah, go for it.
Now, this wasn't what Goku expected when Android 21 asked him for a friendly fight. Tied to the bed helplessly in his own house was definitely not in his mind when the Majin girl knocked him unconscious. It was a moment of hesitation which cost him his match and led to this situation. Normally, he would never let his guard down against an enemy, but Android 21 was different now. During the final battle, the Skype window's blocking that. The good I scrolled down too much. She was somehow able to absorb her evil counterpart. She later became part of the Z Fighters and a good friend to everyone. Her love for food and kind... I don't want to read anymore.
I know you didn't. This is why I said.
I will continue reading the narration then. How's that?
Okay.
Her love for food and kind-hearted nature made her very close to Goku, so she decided to not to go easy on her, but she didn't share same mood as the Saiyan today. Goku powered up to break free of his restraints, but they didn't even budge. A smirk formed on Saiyan's face as he noticed that. Damn, these are strong restraints. He powered up even more, but the result were same. Now the Saiyan started panicking a little.
Don't try it, Son Goku. They're designed to absorb your energy.
Came a familiar voice of white-haired Majin girl, who was standing right in front of him.
Why am I tied like this, 21?
Asked Goku, confused. Suddenly, the Saiyan sensed Android 21 energy rising suddenly became more stronger, but also wicked, somewhat similar to her evil self. Goku tried to turn into Super Saiyan, but every time he did it, the restraints absorbed his power.
Who are you?
Asked Goku in a serious tone.
Aww, you didn't recognize me? That breaks my heart. I'm the other self of my weak counterpart.
Smirked Android 21.
What did you do to the other Android 21?
Asked Goku, clearly angry.
Don't worry, she's still here inside me. Our personalities were also merged together ever since she absorbed me. Don't worry, I'm not planning to kill or eat anyone. At least not literally.
Sexy. Goku relaxed a little hearing this. Released. She seemed to telling the truth while her energy was mischievous and wicked, but it wasn't dark or evil. It was kind of like Majin Buu, but still entirely different from him in unknown way.
I love that description. It was kind of like him, but also entirely different, but I don't know how. So I'm just going to put that. I was just checking out my new prototypes.
Told Android 21 with a flick of your wrist. They were all unlocked.
As for what I'm planning to do...
The black tube top she was wearing were discarded on the floor, followed by her baggy pants. The perky pink D-cups and her shaved pussy, along with her sexy curves, were truly a masterpiece to behold. Goddamn, if anyone I work for ever hears this, I'm gonna get fired. Goku was confused by this, obviously not bothered by her being naked. The android slowly walked towards him before she started undressing him too.
So he's not restrained at the moment. That isn't mine.
No, also she's a Majin, but also an android. Okay.
She's from Dragon Ball. She's from the fighting game.
I know she is, but I'm confused by that detail. Whatever. Continue.
What? Wait, what are you doing?
Asked naive Saiyan, confused but still allowed her to undress me.
I can't be asked with voices anymore. Just relax. Think of this as a new type of training I want to do with you.
Replayed the
Also, do you see how they just drop from, they go undress me?
Yeah.
So it goes to first person.
It keeps going to first person.
It's very weird.
Replied the Majin girl with a lustful smile on her face.
Oh, I do remember doing this kind of training with Chi-Chi a few times before she passed away.
What the fuck?
Is Chi-Chi dead?
I guess.
Oh my.
Goku, as if he understood what she mean.
You really think it will help?
It was clear that what Saiyan think of sex was clearly different, but it doesn't matter to Android 21 at all.
Oh, yes, it will,
said Android 21 with a lustful glee. Just as she removed his pants, her eyes widened in surprise as Saiyan's length sprung out in life. The Saiyan's length easily surpassed 11 inches. Truly superior to humans and other species in every way.
Other species?
Other species.
Yeah.
Others.
Oh, I have waited this long. I'm so hungry for this.
Said the Majin girl as she was practically drooling at this point. Android 21 began stroking off Goku's shaft with her hand, licking her lips, building some vibrations to Goku.
What does that mean?
I don't know. After a few more strokes, Android 21 then engulfed some of Goku's length inside her mouth and bops her head back and forth, sucking him hard. While Goku was laying there moaning in pleasure, she tried her best not to gag, feeling her throat fill with his length as it scraped through her mouth. Goku moaned loud. Before the Saiyan could say something, the Majin girl turned herself around so that her ass faced him.
Okay.
Say this with a straight face.
Eat me out, Son Goku!
And that's one for the soundboard.
Eat me out, Son Goku! I'm still here with my legs open.
My new ringtone is not going to be safe for work.
I got my pussy above your face, Goku.
Ooh, moaned Android 21 Luli before she started sucking him madly on his dick again. Though the Majin girl was a little unsure if the naive Saiyan could understand what she meant, but a moment later rolled her eyes in pleasure when she felt his tongue working on her pussy. I'm running out of voice. It seemed that Goku's late wife did taught him some useful things after all. Goku suddenly taught him. Goku suddenly pushed his hips forward, entering the Majin girl's mouth in supersonic speeds. Oh, dear God.
Oh, bye. Rip.
Ooh, Jesus. That's friction burn.
See you
Android
later.
21 was surprised by the motion as she suddenly had the tip of his cock pumping deep down her throat. Nevertheless, the pink girl quickly adjusted to Goku's unexpected movement, rolling her tongue around it, around the movement, and pumping the rest of cock with her hand. Goku couldn't help but moan once more. I should have not volunteered to read the fucking narration.
I'll take over.
No, that's good.
Fine.
A few moments, Goku could hold his release anymore and came with enough force to knock out any normal girl. The amount of cum surprised Majin girl and almost made her gag on it, but she slowly gugged it all down.
There's enough force to knock someone out.
Jesus.
Poor Chi-Chi. No wonder she's died in this universe.
That's
How
she
did
died.
she have 2 kids first?
No, you die on the third kid. It's like piloting a frogs.
I see.
No one's ever had more than 3 kids.
I see.
Goku.
Look, if you think you people are disgusted by what you read, I had to praise communism, so we're all a little bit dirty right now.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Does anyone want to try mine? The one fan fiction that I caught up to, like, I want to say when it was 3 years old.
I mean, we're not even halfway done with this one.
Let's go to the part where he turns into his Super Saiyan God form.
But he already finished.
No, he's just getting started. Shall we plow through it, actually?
Let's plow through the end of this thing.
Phrasing.
Where are we? I'm so sorry, 21. I didn't know what came over me, said Goku, a little worried.
Came.
I'm sorry, I always apologize after I'm
And it said Golu, little worried.
Oh, Golu, little worried.
This
sudden coldness wasn't new to Goku. Why he's cold? What? Carry on, sorry.
It was the main reason Chi-Chi stopped trading with him after a few months of their marriage. Oh, that's so sad.
Oh.
He even asked Vegeta to boo this, but he told him it was about some dominant Saiyan nature that emerged from this kind of training, and that was completely normal and harmless.
I just want to see an episode where Goku goes to Vegeta for sex advice.
It kind of happens in Super, actually.
Does it?
Yeah, they have a comment about why are our wives so bossy, and Vegeta's like, it's literally bred into us.
I'm just picturing it with, like, the scene from The Room, and it's like, that's a cool story, Vegeta. Anyway, how was your sex life?
Oh, hi, Vegeta.
You're tearing me apart, Chi-Chi!
Now that's the fan fiction I want to read.
Just
It's
tell me why so
bullshit.
is
I did
Goku.
not hit her. I did not.
Oh, hi, Piccolo. Now I want to see that. I kind of want to see two things. Tommy Wiseau as Goku, and also just The Room, but recast with the Dragon Ball Z actors.
Oh my god, I had a
Characters.
wonderful theory I came up with this week that I forgot to talk about, but we can talk about it later.
Shall we just quit? Fuck this
We
one.
can. We can sidetrack to what I fucking came up with this week?
Sure.
Okay, do you know the Count of Saint Germain? Have you ever heard of that story?
No.
Okay, so the
No.
Count of Saint Germain was a dude in the 1800s that potentially invented the elixir of life and is still around today. But I was
Oh wait, yeah, no, I think
I was listening to the physical description of him and like his personality. I think Tommy Wiseau is is the fucking Count of Saint Germain. Exact same personality, exact same like fucking physical description. They both came out of fucking nowhere. No one knows their background or where they get their money or how old
very
they are.
shady.
They're supposed
See,
to look
I
around
prefer
45
the
or something.
theory that Tommy Wiseau is D.B. Cooper.
But he
Holy
could
shit,
also
wait.
be D.B. Cooper
Wait,
and
guys,
the Count of Saint Germain.
You guys know where he was born?
No, no one knows where
Nobody-
Tommy Wiseau was born.
Poland.
Is that even confirmed?
Yeah.
Okay, because he's always hid it, hasn't he?
He said everything.
He's a Pole.
He's Pole. No, he's not, because his name would be Tomsky. It's not. It's not real.
Okay, well, actually, it says he is almost certainly a Polish immigrant.
Yeah.
Nobody truly knows.
Fair enough.
So, in short, because we can't be bothered carrying on with this, it becomes quite graphic, and Goku becomes a Super Saiyan God mode.
It's already been
Fucks her
kind of
into-
graphic.
Fucks her into unconsciousness. The person, the writer, keeps referring to how much she's screaming, and it's like, I guess they just have never had sex before, because it's like, she's screaming. There are shouters, there are screamers in the sex world. There are girls who like to make noise, but not to the extent that this person is talking about. But I guess, they were Gary Stewing themselves into Goku. It's like, she starts undressing me. I mean Goku.
Yeah,
Goku.
there's
with his
potentially
giant
some of that.
dong. Anyway.
11
3
inches.
Naz. This is a whole 11 inches of Goku going down your throat. You better be a Majin Buu character.
Power
That kind of
pole
elasticity.
extend.
I have got yours, okay. So, do you want to give us the background to this and I'll read it for you? No, or... Holy fuck, this is long. Jesus, what did you want us to read? Fuck's sake, what did you want us to do?
Japan in a dishpan.
764,000 words.
No, you need
Shinji
like
and Warhammer
a selection
40K.
here.
Okay, here you go. Shinji Ikari finds a box full of insanity, we fucking found it on this page, and becomes even more unhinged than before. Somehow this is a good thing, as the grim future melts into stark, bleak present. Upon a throne of tropes, humanity might serve its savior, so it requires. Oh, God.
So, no, we don't actually have to read this, but you talked about best fan fiction and worst fan fiction, and this is both. It's just, hey, what if Evangelion...
Took place in 40K.
No. It's not even that. It's, we need to fix Shinji's childhood. What if he found a box of Warhammer 40K action figures and a rule book and played it
Oh
with
my
his
God.
parents, and it's just him basically slowly becoming the God Emperor in the Ava universe?
Wait, what?
Like, if you think that's long, I can just send you the TV tropes page for this.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Some people, I will say this has opened my eyes up to the creativity of others on fanfiction.net. Hats off
You know
to
what? Yeah,
guys,
there's
'cause you're
some creative
crazy
people.
fucks.
Vacant, you had a nice work there. I think you could see yeah.
It was certainly a passion project. the
Yeah,
one that we were
passion,
reading.
yeah.
we'll include all the links below, so if you want to have a good goof and a gaff at them, please do. They're all... In fact, actually, no, I was going to say, they're all terribly written. Harry Potter and Becomes a Communist was actually decently edited and formatted. The other ones are kind of scribbled. Surprise, surprise, they're not the best edited. But, you know, maybe we'll have a go at making our own terrible fan fictions in the future. We've been prone to do that before.
Hey, this one by this guy named Barry Goldman about Canon and Daya?
Or one about where they rub a hot chicken leg from KFC on her navel. That's why I thought that one was you, because it was speaking about navel.
No, it's a joke I've played at before. It's on the unreleased episode, so I used it again.
Okay, fair enough.
Again, I wish we could see the true, genuine first reaction to that one Love Live fanfiction from Sherbert, but we never will.
Well, maybe when he's next on, we can spring another one on him.
Oh, yeah.
And get him. We'll get him with something.
Get it with... Wait, who with what? Sorry about that. I talking with my wife.
I think you've unplugged your mic, Manimal, as well.
My mic's not unplugged.
Well, you sound different.
My mic was unplugged.
Yeah. We're gonna get... Yeah. Maybe we'll get Mr. Sherbet Lemon next time he's on the show. We'll ask him to read a unique fan fiction. We'll see. But that brings us about to the end of the show. It's been a long one, but it's been fun, I think.
I could not find the Jurassic Park fan fiction that other Brian once made me read.
Okay, what was that about?
I remember the line, the raptor was a ferocious hunter, but it was not a selfish lover.
That was a good one.
If there was ever going to be a line that you remembered, no, that should be it.
It was that one.
And with that incredible contribution to the world of literature, I think that brings us to the end of the show. So, before we head off, is there anything else from you guys?
You know what I got.
Well, I know what you've got, but before that...
I want to issue a public challenge to Tommy Wiseau to prove he is not the Count of Saint Germain.
I did not. It wasn't me. Oh, no,
I am not the Count of Saint Germain. I am not immortal. I didn't invent the fucking Philosopher's Stone.
Wait, can you actually just read this one quote from a Barry Goldman fanfiction first? It's really short.
Sure.
It's really short.
Okay, we'll say goodbye, and this will roll into the Barry Goldman improv story. So take care, everyone. We're going to leave you with this: the writing style, Barry Goldman. Today was cleaning day. She knew it. The broom had broken like dynamite. She blew it to pieces, to the dirt, as brown as Reese's. The cereal turns to chocolate like the ham between the jewel of an amulet. Daya's bowl is complete. She sees her task at her feet, toenails unclipped, like a breadstick, undipped. You're fucking weird.
Fucking magic.
What? You mean it's not a masterpiece?
Manimal's weird? Stop the
I
fucking
found
presses.
it and I was like, I wrote this but I forgot.
It's like, oh god. Do your improv thing, and then we'll go.
All right. Okay, let's see. Where was I? The night set once more. The scene was in a new DVD player, and the selection was broken. The Chuny was led and tossed like salad across the bed of Star Wars brand sheets. I am not sure about this, she said. I am sure, the blonde replied with a gaze and lick of KFC chicken sticks to her breath. It was not like the day before. The Chuny wondered why life had left its sticky fingerprints on her files, on the case unclosed from decades ago. It was not a thought. There was more to it, but to the sun we would have to see first.